You work hard. You make money. But somehow, you're always broke. No matter how much you earn, it disappears. Bills appear. Emergencies happen. Money slips through your fingers like water. This isn't just about budgeting or bad luck. There's a spiritual reason you can't keep money, and until you fix it, nothing will change. In the next 25 minutes, I'm going to reveal the 7 spiritual blocks that keep you poor. And block number 7 is so powerful that once you remove it, money will flow to you in ways you never experienced before. If you're tired of being broke despite working hard, this video will show you the real problem and the real solution. Let's begin. Before we dive into the 7 spiritual blocks, you need to understand something crucial: money is energy. It's spiritual before it's physical. Most people think poverty is just about not having money. But poverty is a spiritual condition that manifests as a financial condition. You can give a spiritually poor person $1 million, and they'll be broke again within a year. Because the problem isn't the money, it's the spiritual blocks preventing them from receiving and keeping it. Every spiritual tradition recognizes this truth. The Bible says, "The blessing of the Lord brings wealth, without painful toil." Buddhism teaches about right livelihood and abundance consciousness. Ancient wisdom across cultures understood that prosperity begins in the spiritual realm before manifesting in the physical. Today, you might be working harder than rich people, yet they have abundance while you have lack. That's not unfair, that's spiritual. They don't have spiritual blocks to money. You do. Here's the good news: once you identify and remove your spiritual blocks, money flows naturally. You don't have to work harder. You have to clear the channel. You're not learning how to attract money, you're removing what's blocking the money that's already trying to reach you. I'm going to show you the 7 most common spiritual blocks to money. If you recognize yourself in these, don't feel bad. Recognition is the first step to breakthrough. Once you see the block, you can remove it. And once you remove it, everything changes. Let's start with block number 1. Block number 1, poverty mindset and scarcity consciousness, 2:45 to 6:15. The first spiritual block keeping you broke is poverty mindset, believing at a deep level that there's not enough and there never will be. This isn't just about what you say. It's about what you truly believe in your subconscious mind. And your beliefs create your reality. Here's what poverty mindset looks like. You focus on what you don't have. You constantly think about bills, debt, and lack. You talk about being broke. You worry about money running out. All your mental energy goes to scarcity. You believe rich people are lucky or evil. You think wealth is for other people, not you. You believe you have to be dishonest or lucky to be rich. This belief blocks money because you've made it bad. You're afraid to spend money on anything. Even when you have money, you're terrified to use it. You hoard every penny out of fear. This energy of fear repels more money. You say things like, "I can't afford it." Your words create your reality. When you constantly declare lack, you create more lack. Your subconscious believes what you repeatedly tell it. You resent people who have money. Jealousy and resentment toward wealth block your own prosperity. If you hate what you want, you'll never have it. You believe money is scarce. You think there's limited money in the world, and someone else having it means less for you. This scarcity consciousness blocks the flow. Why does poverty mindset keep you broke? Because your beliefs create your reality. If you believe you'll always be poor, your actions and energy align with that belief. You make decisions from scarcity. You emit the energy of lack. And the universe is abundant. Money is abundant. There's more than enough for everyone. But if you don't believe that, you can't access it. Your scarcity consciousness blocks the flow of abundance trying to reach you. The Bible says, "As a man thinks, so is he." Your thoughts create your reality. If your thoughts are poor, your life will be poor. Change your mind, change your life. How to remove this block? Practice gratitude daily for what you have. Speak abundance affirmations. Celebrate others' wealth instead of resenting it. Focus on abundance, not lack. Shift from, I can't afford it, to, how can I afford it? I know someone who was trapped in poverty mindset for years. Always broke, always worried. They started changing their thoughts and words. Within 6 months, their income doubled. Same person, different mindset, different results. If you recognize poverty mindset in yourself, that's block number 1. But there's more. Let's look at block number 2. Block number 2, generational curses and family poverty patterns. The second spiritual block keeping you broke is generational curses, poverty patterns passed down through your family bloodline. If your parents were broke, their parents were broke, and everyone in your family struggles with money, you inherited a generational poverty curse. It's spiritual DNA that keeps you stuck in the same patterns. Here's what generational poverty looks like. Everyone in your family is poor: siblings, parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, everyone struggles financially. It's a family pattern, not individual bad luck. You repeat your parents' money mistakes, you handle money exactly like your parents did, even though you swore you wouldn't. You're living out their programming. Family beliefs about money are negative. Your family says things like, money doesn't grow on trees, rich people are greedy, we're not the rich type. These beliefs are passed down and become your belief. Financial struggles feel normal, being broke feels like your identity. Wealth feels foreign and wrong. You're comfortable with poverty because it's familiar. Success makes you feel guilty. When you start doing better financially, you feel guilty. You feel like you're betraying your family or leaving them behind. Money leaves as fast as it comes. You might make money, but circumstances always arise that take it away. Emergencies, bills, unexpected problems, it's like the money is cursed. Why do generational curses keep you broke? Because spiritual patterns pass through bloodlines. Your ancestors' relationship with money affects yours. Their beliefs, their struggles, their lack consciousness, it all transfers to you unless you break it. The good news is that generational curses can be broken. You don't have to live out your family's poverty patterns. You can be the one who breaks the cycle and establishes a new legacy of abundance. How to remove this block? Acknowledge the generational pattern exists. Pray specifically to break generational poverty curses. Declare, the poverty that plagued my family ends with me. Create new money beliefs that oppose family programming. Forgive your parents and ancestors for passing this down. Consciously choose abundance over familiar poverty. I know someone from a family where everyone was poor for 3 generations. Everyone struggled. When they learned about generational curses, they prayed specifically to break it. They declared their family line free from poverty. Within a year, they got a business opportunity that changed everything. Today they're wealthy, and they're teaching their children abundance, not scarcity. If your whole family struggles with money, that's block number 2. Now let's look at block number 3. Block number 3, unforgiveness and bitterness. The third spiritual block keeping you broke is unforgiveness and bitterness, holding grudges against people who hurt you, especially around money. Unforgiveness is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. But spiritually, it also blocks every area of blessing, including finances. You cannot hold unforgiveness and receive abundance at the same time. Here's what this block looks like. You're still angry about past financial betrayals, someone stole from you, didn't pay you back, or cheated you financially. You're still bitter about it years later. You resent people who have what you don't. You hold resentment toward people who are successful, wealthy, or doing better than you. Their success angers you. You haven't forgiven your parents. Your parents mishandled money, didn't provide well, or made poor financial decisions that affected you. You're angry at them for it. You're bitter about past job situations. You were fired, passed over for promotion, or mistreated at work. The bitterness lingers and affects your current work. You feel entitled to something you didn't get. You believe you deserve money that didn't come, opportunities that didn't materialize, or inheritance that didn't happen. The bitterness blocks new blessings. You can't let go of financial mistakes. You made bad money decisions in the past and you can't forgive yourself. The guilt and shame keep you stuck. Why does unforgiveness block money? Because resentment and bitterness create spiritual blockages in your life. They're like dams that stop the flow of all good things, including money. When you hold unforgiveness, you're energetically closed. Closed hands can't receive. The Bible says, if you do not forgive others, your Father will not forgive you. Forgiveness isn't just a nice spiritual concept, it's a requirement for blessing. Bitterness blocks God's blessing in every area of your life. How to remove this block? Make a list of everyone you need to forgive. Forgive them one by one, even if they don't deserve it. Release all resentment about past financial losses. Forgive yourself for past money mistakes. Stop waiting for apologies before you let go. Choose blessing over bitterness. I know someone who was owed $10,000 by a former business partner who disappeared. They held on to that anger for 5 years. Their finances struggled. When they finally forgave and released the debt spiritually, within 2 months they got a $15,000 contract out of nowhere. The forgiveness unblocked the flow. If you're holding unforgiveness, especially around money, that's block number 3. Let's continue to block number 4. Block number 4, giving/receiving imbalance. The fourth spiritual block keeping you broke is an imbalance in giving and receiving. You're either giving too much and not receiving, or you're receiving without giving back. Money is energy. It must flow. When the flow is blocked in either direction, you create financial problems. You need both to give and to receive for money to circulate in your life. Here's what this imbalance looks like. You give everyone everything, you're always lending money, paying for others, helping everyone financially. But you never receive. You give until you have nothing left, and you're broke. You can't receive compliments or gifts. When someone tries to give you something or compliment you, you reject it or deflect it. You're uncomfortable receiving anything. You feel guilty when people give to you. When someone helps you financially or gives you something, you feel bad about it instead of grateful. This guilt blocks receiving. Or, you never give anything, you're stingy, selfish, and unwilling to help anyone. You hoard what little you have. This stops the flow and prevents more from coming. You don't tithe or give to good causes. You never give to charity, church, or causes you believe in. You're spiritually blocking the principle of giving and receiving. You expect everything for free. You want to receive without giving value in return. This creates spiritual debt that blocks your prosperity, because money is energy that must flow. If you only give and never receive, you're blocking the incoming flow. If you only take and never give, you're blocking the outgoing flow. Both directions must be open. The Bible says, "Give, and it will be given to you." This is a spiritual law. What you give comes back multiplied. But you must also be willing to receive what comes back. Both sides of the equation matter. How to remove this block? If you're a chronic giver, practice receiving gracefully. If you're a chronic taker, start giving, even small amounts. Tithe or give to causes you believe in. 10% is biblical. Say thank you and receive compliments without deflecting. Give because you want to, not out of guilt or obligation. Allow others to bless you without feeling bad. I know someone who gave money to everyone, family, friends, strangers. They were always broke because they gave everything away. A spiritual mentor taught them about balance. They learned to receive without guilt. Within months, people started blessing them financially in ways they never had before. The balance allowed flow in both directions. If you're out of balance with giving and receiving, that's block number 4. Now let's look at block number 5. Block number 5, fear and worry energy. The fifth spiritual block keeping you broke is the energy of fear and worry, constantly living in fear about money and worrying about lack. Fear is one of the lowest vibrational energies. It repels blessings. When you're in constant fear about money, you're vibrating at a frequency that attracts more lack, not abundance. Here's what fear energy looks like. You constantly worry about money. Every day, fear about finances consumes your thoughts. You're always anxious about bills, debt, and running out of money. You make decisions from fear. You take or keep jobs you hate because you're afraid. You stay in bad situations because fear of lack controls you. You can't sleep because of money stress. You lie awake at night worrying about finances. The stress is affecting your health and peace. You're afraid to spend money on necessities. Even buying food or necessities makes you anxious. The fear of spending creates an energy of scarcity. You see money as something you'll lose. When you get money, you immediately fear losing it. This fear of loss becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. You don't trust God/universe to provide. Deep down, you don't believe you'll be taken care of. This lack of faith blocks divine provision. Why does fear block money? Because fear is a powerful creative force. It creates more of what you fear. When you fear poverty, you attract poverty. Your fear energy sends out a signal that says, "I don't have enough," and the universe delivers more, not enough. The Bible says, "Do not worry," 365 times, one for each day. This isn't just advice. Worry is a sin because it's a lack of faith, and it blocks God's provision. Faith opens doors. Fear closes them. How to remove this block? Recognize worry as an energy that attracts lack. Replace fearful thoughts with faith-filled ones. Practice trusting God/universe for provision. Focus on gratitude instead of anxiety. Take practical action while releasing worry. Affirm, "My needs are always met." I know someone who lived in constant financial fear for years. They worried themselves sick. A spiritual teacher taught them that worry was blocking their blessings. They started replacing worry with trust and gratitude. Within weeks, money started flowing in unexpected ways. The fear was the block, not the lack of opportunity. If you live in constant financial fear and worry, that's block number 5. Let's move to block number 6. Block number 6, spiritual attacks and evil eye. The 6th spiritual block keeping you broke is spiritual attacks, curses, hexes, and when people are jealous of you or want to see you fail, they can send negative energy that blocks your money. Sometimes they do it consciously through witchcraft. Sometimes they do it unconsciously through intense jealousy. Here's what spiritual attacks look like. Money disappears mysteriously. You make money, but it vanishes through unexplained expenses, accidents, or bad luck. It feels orchestrated, not random. Every time you're about to succeed, something blocks it. You're about to get a breakthrough, then something happens. Deals fall through at the last minute. Opportunities disappear. You feel spiritually heavy around money. When you think about finances, you feel spiritually oppressed, heavy, or like you're fighting an invisible force. You know who's jealous of you. There are specific people who are envious. They talk negatively about your success. They wish you failure. Things break when you get money. You get paid, then your car breaks. You save money, then something needs expensive repairs. It's a pattern. Financial nightmares increase. You have dreams about losing money, being robbed, or financial disaster. These dreams feel like attacks. Why do spiritual attacks block money? Because jealousy and hatred send real spiritual energy. When someone consistently wishes bad for you financially, especially if they use witchcraft or curses, it creates spiritual blockages. How to remove this block? Pray for spiritual protection over your finances. Do return to sender prayers to send attacks back. Stop sharing financial good news with jealous people. Cleanse yourself spiritually, salt baths, prayer. Place spiritual protection over your money sources. Break any curses spoken over you. I know someone whose business kept failing. Every time they were about to succeed, something went wrong. They discovered a family member was jealous and had actually paid someone to curse their finances. They did a curse-breaking ritual and prayed for protection. Within a month, the pattern broke and their business flourished. If you sense spiritual interference with your money, that's block number 6. Now we're ready for the 7th and most powerful block. Block number 7, disconnection from your purpose. The 7th and most powerful spiritual block keeping you broke is being disconnected from your purpose and calling. When you're not living in your purpose, money struggles to flow. Why? Because your greatest prosperity is always connected to your calling. You'll never be truly wealthy doing what you're not meant to do. Here's what disconnection from purpose looks like. You hate your job, you work just for a paycheck. You have no passion for what you do. It's just survival, not calling. You feel unfulfilled despite working hard, you work constantly but feel empty. There's no meaning in your labor. Your gifts aren't being used, you have talents, abilities, and passions that your current work doesn't utilize. You're wasting your gifts. You know you're meant for more, deep down, you sense you're called to something different, something bigger. But you're not pursuing it. Money feels hard to get, you have to struggle, grind, and fight for every dollar. It doesn't flow naturally because you're fighting against your purpose. Success feels empty, even when you achieve financial goals, it doesn't satisfy. Because money without purpose is meaningless. Why does disconnection from purpose keep you broke? Because God/universe blesses your purpose, not just your hustle. When you're in your calling, resources flow naturally. Doors open. Opportunities appear. Money comes easier because you're aligned with why you're here. The Bible says, "Commit your work to the Lord, and your plans will be established." When your work aligns with your calling, divine provision follows. But when you're off purpose, you're working in your own strength with limited results. Your purpose is where your passion, your gifts, and the world's needs intersect. When you find that sweet spot and operate in it, money flows because you're providing real value aligned with who you were created to be. How to remove this block? Discover your purpose through prayer and reflection. Identify your unique gifts and talents. Ask, what problems can I solve? Who can I serve? Take steps toward your calling, even small ones. Trust that provision follows purpose. Be willing to step out of security into calling. I know someone who worked in corporate for 20 years making decent money but always struggling. They felt empty. They finally pursued their passion for healing and became a wellness coach. Within a year, they were making more than their corporate salary doing what they loved. Purpose unlocked prosperity. If you're disconnected from your purpose, that's block number 7, the deepest block. Remove this, and everything else shifts. You now know the 7 spiritual blocks keeping you broke. Poverty mindset and scarcity consciousness. Generational curses and family poverty patterns. Unforgiveness and bitterness. Giving/receiving imbalance. Fear and worry energy. Spiritual attacks and evil eye. Disconnection from your purpose. If you recognized yourself in multiple blocks, don't be discouraged. Recognition is the first step to breakthrough. Now that you see what's blocking you, you can remove it. Here's your action plan. Identify your blocks, which ones resonate most. That's where to start. Do spiritual work, pray, meditate, cleanse. This is spiritual work that requires spiritual solutions. Change your mind, shift from scarcity to abundance thinking. Take practical action. Spiritual work without practical action is incomplete. Act on what you know. Be patient but persistent. Blocks didn't form overnight. They won't disappear overnight. But with consistent work, they will break. Get help if needed. Seek spiritual counseling, financial education, or comment, "My blocks are broken," to declare your financial breakthrough. Like this video and subscribe for more spiritual wisdom about prosperity. Share with someone who's always broke despite working hard. They need to understand these blocks. Remember, you're not broke because you don't work hard. You're broke because spiritual blocks are preventing money from flowing to you. Remove the blocks, and money flows naturally. Your poverty wasn't meant to be permanent. It was meant to wake you up to these spiritual blocks so you could remove them and step into the abundance that's always been waiting for you. The blocks are identified. Now remove them. Your financial breakthrough is on the other side of these spiritual blockages. Until next time, do the spiritual work, remove the blocks, and watch your finances transform.